Everyone tells you the same thing when your Wi-Fi is slow. Unplug your router, wait 10 seconds, plug it back in. And sure, that sometimes works. But if you've done that 100 times and your Wi-Fi is still crawling, there's a good chance your router isn't actually the problem. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the actual reasons your Wi-Fi slows down. And none of them are what you think. Let's start with something almost nobody checks: Wi-Fi channels. Your router doesn't just broadcast into empty space, it's sharing the airwaves with every other network around you. And on the 2.4 GHz band, the commonly recommended non-overlapping 20 MHz channels are 1, 6, and 11. If you live in an apartment building or a busy neighborhood, dozens of routers nearby could be crammed onto those same 3 channels. Here's what that actually does to your speed. When 2 networks are using the same channel, every device has to wait until the channel is clear before it can even send data. It's like a one-lane road with 100 cars trying to merge. Your internet plan could be blazing fast, and it wouldn't matter, you're stuck waiting in line just to transmit. The fix here is simple. Most phones, laptops, and smart TVs today support the 5 GHz band, which has far more non-overlapping channels available than 2.4 GHz. Switching compatible devices to 5 GHz or using a Wi-Fi analyzer app to find a less congested channel can noticeably improve performance without buying a single new piece of hardware. Now here's the one almost nobody has heard of, and it might be the biggest culprit of all: Bufferbloat. Bufferbloat happens when a network's buffers are too large, so data queues up and waits instead of moving through quickly. And it doesn't even require your connection to be maxed out to happen. Think about it like this: your router and modem store extra data in a buffer, so your connection doesn't stutter. That's usually a good thing, but when those buffers get too full, everything backs up, and suddenly your ping spikes, even though your download speed test still looks perfectly fine. This is exactly why you can run a speed test that says 300 megabits per second and still have your video call freeze, or your game lag the moment someone else in the house starts a big download. Symptoms include high latency, jitter that disrupts calls, and lag spikes in gaming, all while the internet plan itself looks completely fine on paper. The fix. Some newer routers include something called Smart Queue Management, or SQM. Look for it in your router settings. It may be described as buffer bloat control or traffic management. If you don't have it, simply setting a QoS, or quality of service priority, for whatever you're actively using like video calls or gaming, can dramatically cut down on this lag, even without upgrading your router at all. Next, and this one sneaks up on almost every household: device overload. Stop and think about how many things in your home are connected to Wi-Fi right now. Phones, laptops, TVs, tablets, cameras, doorbells, smart speakers, game consoles. The average home today easily has 15 to 30 active devices sharing the same network. Most of them barely use any bandwidth, but a few of them, 4K streaming, cloud backups, video calls, use a lot. And they're all fighting for the same airtime. There's no magic number of devices that every router can handle. What matters more is how much data those devices are actually sending and receiving, and how much Wi-Fi airtime they're using. 5 people streaming 4K video at once can bring even an expensive router to its knees, while dozens of low-traffic smart devices sitting idle may have very little impact. The fix? Check your router's connected devices list. You'll probably be surprised how many things are on there. Turn off Wi-Fi for devices that don't need it, like smart plugs you rarely check, and if you've got a lot of heavy users in the house, look into a router that supports MU-MIMO or OFDMA technologies, built specifically to let a router talk to multiple devices at once instead of one at a time. Here's the twist. Sometimes it's not your home network at all. It's your internet provider. Sometimes the problem can be outside your home network. Your internet provider can experience congestion during busy periods, and in some cases, providers may also manage or throttle certain types of traffic. And separately, local congestion on your provider's own network, especially during evening peak hours, can quietly degrade your speed, no matter how good your home setup is. Here's a simple way to test which one it is. Run a wired speed test directly through an Ethernet cable, then run the same test on Wi-Fi. If it's slow on Wi-Fi but fast on Ethernet, the problem lives in your wireless network. If it's slow on both, the problem is more likely to be with your internet connection, modem, or something upstream of your Wi-Fi. Try running that same test at different times of day too. If speeds tank specifically between 7 and 11 p.m., that's a strong sign your provider is congested during peak hours, and it's worth a call to them, not another router restart. So to sum it up, before you blame your router, check these 4 things. Your Wi-Fi channel, whether Bufferbloat is spiking your latency, how many devices are actually competing for your network, and whether the slowdown is even coming from your provider in the first place. Fix those and you'll solve more Wi-Fi problems than 100 router restarts ever could.